How's it going? Welcome to On Stuff with Jeff, where I'm Jeff and I talk about my stuff. Thanks for coming to my channel. I do a couple of things on this channel, and today I'm going to be doing going through my metal collection, which I call CRYPTA METALLUM. So you may notice, some of you may notice, I'm wearing my Death, the Sound of Perseverance t-shirt. That's because last week was the 20th anniversary of the death of a death metal virtuoso, Chuck Schuldiner. He had a huge effect on all of metal and of course the subgenre of death metal, which he pretty much gave the name to because the name of the band he started was called Death. So this is for you, Chuck. Okay, let's get started. What? Yeah. Okay. Genius that he is, Obed here thinks we should start with Triad, which I was going to do anyway. So, Dryad. They are a primitive, raw, punky-ish style black metal band from Iowa City, Iowa in the United States. This is their most recent release. It came out last year, 2020. And it's called Anthology. It's basically a collection. I mean, look at the design here. I love that. That looks so cool. I mean, it's the same on either side, but you know, whatever. Hopefully you can see that okay. They on this they put a selection of songs from their two EPs and a split. The first EP was released in 2017 called Dryad. The second one, The Silurian Age, came out in 2018, and then the split with Acid Leather came out in 2019. And just take a look at this art here. I'm holding it right side up, right? Yeah, look at that. That is so cool. And, there. And of course the lyric sheets. There, but I mean, I just love the art. I don't remember the artist's name. I'm pretty sure I read it somewhere. But this is really good, solid stuff. You should check out their Bandcamp page. Really good. They actually send a few things like a sticker of the band logo. Kind of cool. I love the design of the logo. Very neat. A little sticker for Grimtooth, the band's guitarist, also has a distro on the side. In the genre metal, a lot of people start bands and then they decide to start a distribution or a label after that. The vocal style, she calls herself what is it? Claw? Yeah, Claw. Like wow, amazing. It's just like wrathful and just screaming. It's amazing. Like honestly, just listen to this, just to hear her vocal performance. Pretty awesome. And also, this is another nice touch I got. They sent me this handwritten note saying, "Thanks for grabbing the last anthology tape from us. Sending all our love from Iowa, USA. Can't do this without you," which I thought was a really sweet touch. Good job. And just really goes to show you that they really, it really gives you a good idea of what the industry is like. Just really people in bands really showing real gratitude and to their fans. Just for supporting them. So you should support these small bands. Okay, and the next one is a band that's probably not a stranger to a lot of you out there. Edge of Sanity. This is the 2-record set of Crimson and Crimson 2. Edge of Sanity is a progressive death metal band with like melodic elements and you know, a bit of power metal tropes as well. They are from Sweden, as I think I said. I don't know. They're like a place called. There's a couple of, you know, a lot of these bands come from multiple villages, all in the same area. Like was it Finspång, Goatland, or something like that? Ostergotland or something. Ostergot. That's related to Ostrogoth, which is one of the. Anyway, that's Germanic history. We're not going to talk about that today. The first album, Edge of Sanity Edge of Sanity. Crimson came out in, 1996. And the sequel, I guess you could say, 2 albums later, after the band broke up, they reformed to do Crimson 2. Basically, the first album, they're both concept albums. They tell a story, and they're both related. The first album, Crimson, is about a far future where the earth is all worn out and humanity is on the verge of extinction because there have been no live births. But a miracle girl is born to a king and a queen. The mother dies in childbirth, the father dies later, and then the whole world devolves into chaos. And the girl escapes the chaos, and like different people take over, and there's lots of fighting, and she's convinced to join to basically to lead a rebellion. She succeeds, and basically falls to to dark powers, and has to be taken. And then, you know, it's metal, so she has to be taken out by the end of the first. I want to say book, the end of the first album. With the second one, Crimson 2, basically somebody else. She's almost, I don't know, it kind of almost like what happened to Akira in the movie version of Akira. Like she was like just kept in a bottle type of thing. And at the beginning of this one, things aren't going any better. Nobody can still have babies, and one girl and a woman walks into where she is suspended in one of these, like that in the picture, and basically releases a spirit by an uncontrollable urge to read a forbidden book, and things go from there. So yeah, there you go. I mean, how much more can I talk about this? The second one, after they reformed to do this one last album, came out in 2013, and that same year they released the 2 record set. There, so you can see the difference in art quality. I mean, I don't know. It might have been the the detail in the imaging of the picture, but that one looks much better. And it's from it's of course Black Mark is the publisher. The vinyl is just simple black vinyl, but it's got a pretty cool label, which I thought that's neat. So yeah, Edge of Sanity, Crimson 1 and 2, good albums. The second one, as when I first listened to it, I was like, I wasn't that crazy about it, because it felt in some fundamental way that it was, I guess a subtle but fundamental way, that it wasn't like the first one. And when you really get introduced to something and you like that one that you got introduced with, and then the second one is a little bit different. But after a couple of years, I learned to love it, and it's much. There's much more of the there's much more of the power metal. It's less and less death metal, but it's still a fantastic album, and I do recommend you pick them both up, or if you can get them like this. Okay, and the next one we're going to look at is the Ember the Ash, 2 albums of theirs. This one. Consciousness torn from the void. This came out in what was it, a couple of years ago? 2019, from Avant Garde. They're an Italian distributor. I mean, for the most part, most of it is the imaging and like just the basic appearance. It looks really cool. The lyric sheet is not that great, not that impressive. It's pretty plain. Got pretty cool black on clear, splotchy vinyl, splotchy, splotch. They're a atmospheric black metal band. A little on the depressive side. They're from Ottawa, Ontario, in Canada. When I first heard this, when I first heard it, I think I found it on YouTube. I just loved it immediately. Just like the distorted keyboards at the beginning, amazing. And basically, if you're wondering what it sounds like, it kind of sounds like that. It's one of those albums where a clear winter night sky with the stars up there, unreachable, bright but unreachable. That's what this album feels like. It's not that much like Emperor, but it kind of gives me the same feeling the first time I listened to Into Nightside Eclipse, which I'm going to get to. It's just a wonderful, amazing new act out of Ottawa, Canada. The guy who does the band calls himself Oni. Oni is basically, I guess, demonized lost souls that become demons in Japanese folklore and mythology. And he doesn't even spell it out in English. He just uses the Japanese kanji or word for Oni. Now, the next album, the follow-up, Fixation, is a lot different. I don't know. It may not. I'm not sure if you can really see much detail on this. But this one is basically a blackened deathcore. This is blackened deathcore. And apparently, in an interview, he said that what he hoped to do is every album that comes out, he's going to change it up, try a different genre. And he did it with this. When I first listened to it, it was such a big difference. Just an opening track, Strychnine. It's like it just kind of I wanted that up. Because I still love that album. This is an album that I'm that's probably going to be an album I'm going to listen to a lot over the years. But over very quickly, actually, I learned to like it. It's and you can tell that it's the same band. It has different elements that are recognizable as this guy's style. This one was put out on Prosthetic Records. This one came out this year, early this year. Oh yeah, and there's like a little. Oh, he's so depressed. I don't know. It's not much. It's just a couple of pictures. I don't know if you're supposed to hang that on your wall or something. Good stuff. Not what I was expecting, but I do like the album now. There's one other element to both these. In the earlier album, Consciousness, there's a little weird keyboard thing. Like boop, 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 boop. But when I do it, it sounds stupid. But it fits the music, just the tone. It's really, really cool. And they kind of have another little weird keyboard trick in here that you would think would feel out of place, but it's seamless. It works. This album, also got color. It's a sickly green and gray. So that doesn't look too bad. It's kind of cool. Take a look at the label. Again, I just, I like the simple things. So there we go. And now we'll go with another band, Emperor. I mean, I don't know how we can totally explain describe these guys. They are an iconic symphonic black metal. Kind of tripping over my tongue there for a sec. They are, of course, from Norway. From like places like Notodden and Vestfold and Telemark. That always reminds me of something else. But yeah, this classic album came out in 1994. This version that I got with the blue vinyl, it was republished in 2017. The color on the cover, the color is a little off on this. It's a little kind of, I don't know. It just kind of seems kind of a little faded, less detailed, but that is an awesome picture. I mean, awesome image, very dark fantasy type of stuff, monsters and all this stuff, and the castle, and of course a little reference to their one of the earlier albums, which has songs that were redone on this one. There's the back cover, and of course the cool band photos, chart, all this, yeah, like all that cool stuff, and of course the mountains of Norway. Yeah, I mean, this was my introduction to black metal. I listened to this over and over and over, and I still love it. I know a lot of people prefer their follow-up, which I also have, and that is also extremely good as well. But yeah, like distorted keyboards, goods, just like very, I mean, it's very cold, obviously, cold, like scary black metal, but it kind of has a feeling of warmth, I guess, in it as well. Just gives it more texture than your basic Transylvanian Hunger type of thing, which I guess is really what makes it symphonic metal. But anyway, symphonic black metal. But yeah, really, really good stuff. If you haven't heard of them, bore your friends. And here, of course, is a lyric sheet. Oh yeah, there's the guys like standing above the fjord. Whoa, I'm going to get you. My black sword is high, and whatever. And of course, that's a nice blue. Look at that. And of course, it has the cool, the band logo and the album logo as well. Very, very, very nicely done. Okay. Their second one, their next one after this, of course, is Anthem to the Welcomes at Dusk. And as you can see, this is, again, scared. This is a little more into the satanic than the other one. The other one was quite evil. It has songs like I Am the Black Wizard, which is really, really cool. Actually, I forgot to mention that, but a friend of mine who introduced me to extreme metal also did a role-playing game campaign based on I Am the Black Wizard. So there you go. And I think I mentioned that song and the album on one of my previous videos where I talk about Dungeons and Dragons and metal. Metal songs that could be used to inspire Dungeons and Dragons adventures. So there you go. There's the cover. And as you can see, there's like all the little demons. And there's somewhere in here, there is, oh yeah, there it is, the gold. And it's the famous etching of Lucifer as he sits in hell thinking at the end of Paradise Lost. Or sorry, at the beginning of Paradise Lost. But yeah, look at that. Like, it's all like all the lettering is in gold. It looks really cool. This one is a little more symphonic than the earlier ones. It's louder. The keyboard element is louder and more pronounced. It's a tour de force, this album. This is amazing, amazing album. This came out, yeah, this one came out in 1997. And yeah, this was, I mean, just the band photos on the back are cool too. Very, very cool. I don't know how well you can see that. Trying to find a way so I can have good lighting, but not have to worry about the reflection of that thing there. Okay, so what next? The last album we're going to do is, of course, Enslaved's Frost. This, I bought this I bought this year just because, I heard it was good. I already have, I have a copy of Isa, which I like. And this one is amazing. Frost, this came out in 1994 on Osmos. This version I have was this is a repressing with colored vinyl, of course, and embossed, the shiny embossed labeling. Look at that, spooks, very, very cool. I don't know how well you can see that. I keep moving this thing around. I don't know. Sorry if it bugs you. It came out in 1995. This version, and there's just a basic, whatever lyrics. I don't remember. Yeah, there's nothing else in here. This is like melodic black metal. Just really, really good, solid stuff. Definitely a classic that doesn't get quite the appreciation I think it deserves. I mean, I not to the level of, say, anything by Dark Throne or Emperor. It's just really, really good, really, really amazing. So yeah, check this out. And Obed, he fell down. I gotta put him back there. It goes. Yes, I love an octopus. I like octopus. And I don't totally hate that Bond film either. And here we go. And I forgot. The vinyl is pretty solid too. So it's good quality vinyl as well. Let's take a look at the band logo there in the center. But yeah, look at the cool, that's nice, decent blue. So there's some of my metal albums. I hope you like that stuff. And, give them a listen. Find them on YouTube or Spotify or something. But, throw these guys some money, buy some of their stuff. They certainly deserve it. I'm glad you came along and listened to me ramble about my heavy metal collection. And if you like this stuff, if you stayed here this long, sign in, like, subscribe to my channel, because when you like a video, it puts it more into rotation, more people see it. And I certainly encourage everybody out there to always like videos posted by metal YouTubers. Just the more people hear about metal, the better the world will be, right? I guess, I don't know. Okay, so metal.